Shalom. Call Loyim Wakabala Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Marakhakwadash. Dub honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, as prophecy fulfills itself, you're gonna have, more, wars, rumors of wars, words of aggression, threats that's going to be thrown, amongst these nations that are, fighting for world dominance and power. And this is all, within the realm of, the theater of war. Now, with the situation dealing with Russia and Ukraine, Russia, one of their politicians just threatened that, Russia can wipe out the entire U.S. And you can see it right here. This is the heading. This is from the Sun. It says Nuke Showdown. Russia threatens to wipe out the entire U.S. with just 4 Satan II missiles and chilling warning over Ukraine. And it sounds very sensational, them, giving that kind of warning. But is it really far-fetched according to prophecy? I mean, would have, starting with the elder apostles on down, and even their elders, would have these men been saying for all these years that America will eventually be destroyed, and that's according to Bible prophecy. And Russia will play a key role in that event. All right. And we ain't got a lot of time left, man, because, we see what the elites are trying to do, pushing forward with their agenda, and they know that they got a short time. So they're moving pretty quickly. And you seeing the chaos, that's being orchestrated all around the world, global food shortages, a total change in the global economic system. So things are getting ready to move pretty quickly, man. So it's only a matter of time. So I'm going to read just a little bit of this article, and then I'll hit a few precepts. And it says, a chilling moment on Russian state TV on Monday saw host issue the latest in a long line of threats, this time warning Putin could destroy the entire east coast of the U.S. with just 2 missiles. And that's not far-fetched at all. All right, them nuclear warheads, they're very powerful. They're more powerful than the atomic bombs that targeted Hiroshima and Nagasaki, going back to World War II. All right. It says, in footage from Russia's flagship propaganda show, a member of Russia's parliament boasts about the nation's military might before also labeling 2 million Ukrainians as incurable. The politician Alexei Zurevlev was joined on a talk show by fellow MP and Russian state mouthpiece Yevgeny Popov, the host of Russia One channel show. The lawmaker claimed that 2 of Russia's Surmat Satan II missiles would destroy the entirety of America's East Coast, before adding it would just take 2 missiles for the West Coast as well. 4 missiles and there'll be nothing left. Now, according to the scriptures, it's going to be way more than just 4 missiles that's going to get launched in the day of the Lord. Let's go to Revelation, the 9th chapter, and we're going to start at the 15th verse. Because the Lord is looking to overkill. He's looking to utterly devour and wipe this place out, man. All right. And that's how you understand why when the Lord's done with America, there will be nothing left standing. There will be nothing left remaining. Everything will be literally burned. All right. And in order for you to be in a safe place on that day, is you're gonna have to be in a chariot. And that's what it means to be saved. All right. So it says Revelation 9, verse 15, it says, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. All right, because right now the four angels, you know, they have the winds bound right now, that they hurt not the earth, you know, or the trees. All right, because the elect are being sealed. All right, those who've been sealed, you know, with the names of the Father, His only begotten Son, this knowledge in their foreheads. And then, you know, once all the elect have been activated, that's it, man. Now it's time for some action. Verse 16, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And you got men that believe that this is talking about an actual army of literal men. No, this is a metaphor for the number of missiles that's going to come over here. You could read about it in Joel, the 2nd chapter. You could read Jeremiah. Matter of fact, let's go there. Let's go to Jeremiah. And I believe it's the 50th chapter. Because the missiles are compared to, you know, mighty expert men of war on chariots or on horses. Because they're going to come in like a formation. And they're going to have accuracy. We know that the missile technology that Russia and China have are very sophisticated. You know, they can travel faster than the speed of sound. They can offset any anti-missile defense system. They will definitely basically get around any U.S. Anti-defense weapons. So this is Jeremiah 50. And I'll start at verse 40. It says, as the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and their neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell there. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. All right, you're going to have the Russians, which are up north, and they have an assembly of countries that are aligned with them. China being one of them. In Ezekiel the 38th chapter, it said that they will be a guard unto the Persians, you know, basically the northern African region, all right, which is, you know, where Put and Kush is, all right, Kush, and, you know, Gomer, which is Turkey, you know, they're aligned with them as well. And they one of the main NATO allies that basically said, nah, when it came to, talking about admitting Sweden and Finland into the NATO alliance. So everybody's aligning themselves, man, because the Lord's preparing them, you know, for this last world's war, and it's gonna get real ugly because it's gonna be nuclear. All right, read Isaiah 9 verse 5. This battle, this war is gonna be fought with fuel of fire. So continuing on, it says verse 42, it says, they shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not shew mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Everyone put in array like a man to battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. So that's how the missiles are going to come. You know, cruel, and it's not going to show any pity. All right. So let's go back here, and it says verse 16, it says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in a vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and jason and brimstone. So you mean to tell me men are going to come, they're going to literally be on horses with real breastplates with fire on them. So they're going to be on fire like this is a man on fire, right? Or what's that movie with with Nicolas Cage? It ain't gonna, no, this is talking about missiles. All right. And then it says brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. That's the warheads. By these three was the third part of men killed by the fire, by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. All right, so they're going to come from one end of the earth even to the other to destroy Babylon, because these are the weapons of the Lord's indignation. All right, so, you know, that's why these Russians feel very confident and boasting of what they have. They're flexing their muscle power. And all they really have in their hand is just the Lord's armory. They're holding the Lord's weapons of his indignation for him, because he's going to use them to launch them on Babylon. And that's how Babylon's going to get wiped flat. All right. So, hey, you know, this is, you know, words of war. It says they think the mushroom cloud will be taller than a high rise. That mushroom cloud will be visible from Mexico, said Zuravilev. All right, so, hey, you know, we know what the prophecy says about that. Let's go to Isaiah, the 34th chapter. And we're going to start at verse 4. And it says, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. That's describing the mushroom cloud. And all their hosts shall fall down. You know, all your fighter jets. All right, your space force. All right, the devil and his angels are all going to go down on this day. All right, as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. So it's all going to come down. Like thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down. And this is how Esau ultimately, because he's the world ruler. This is his world. So his world is going to pass away with fervent heat and great noise. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. And that's a Greek way of saying Edom. All right. Because this is their curse to judgment. Proverbs 16:4. He have created all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So this nuclear destruction is going to come down upon Edom. This is the reward of the cup of the wicked. It's going to rain. He's going to rain fire and brimstone missiles, along with the lasers that's going to be coming from the chariot. So it's going to be a very hot day. It's going to burn as an oven, as the prophecies say. And upon the people of my curse to judgment. All right. And then when you read further down, it says for verse 8, it says, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance. You could read also about this in Isaiah 63. And the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. Would the Lord remember everything these devils done and these nations that conspired with him? So this is why the Lord is going to bring it to all the armies of all these nations and bring their asses down and subdue them. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. All right. And that's why the glory of this place will be like unto Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. So what they're boasting about isn't far-fetched, because the Lord's going to put it into their mind to do it eventually. It tells you that in Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, that they shall think an evil thought. All right. It says, standing at the colossal height of a 14-story tower block, the 208-ton RS-28 Sarmat missile, also known as the Satan II, is capable of striking targets at almost 16,000 miles per hour. So they can get over here, quick and fast, man. Okay. So yeah, that's like I said, I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'll leave a link to it in the description box. But this is what they saying, man. And the Lord said He would stir up the Medes against them. So here you have it, man. Because they're pushing them into a corner. With how they kept trying to arm Ukraine and sending soldiers over there. Putting all type of sanctions on them. And so on and so forth, trying to expand NATO territory into their territory. So yeah, man, and now they have a reason to blame them, all right, for why the world is in shambles, with the global supply chain, and how they cracking down on gas everywhere. The wheat, because Russia and Ukraine, that's the breadbasket of the earth, they say. Over 20% of the grains and the wheat is produced over there, but they're not able to export. So they're gonna blame your government, the West is blaming Russia for it all, even though this is all being deliberately done and engineered. Somehow another I think it was I don't know if it was a warehouse or a farm that deals with poultry, but another chicken farm got basically put on fire. It just magically they're just starting fires on its own and just causing destruction. So we already know what this devil is up to, man. Starvation. All right, that's what they're doing. They're trying to starve the people out. But anyway, I just want to do a video on this, and Lord willing, it was edifying. Hey, we almost up out of here, man. All right, the second woe is past, and the third woe come quickly. So let's just continue to watch, man. Let's continue to stay in prayers. I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. To the next video, Shalom.